In this video, I'm going to be going over some of the different databases you can use for your Architecture 72 class, History of Landscape Architecture. So you need to do a research project that's due towards the end of the semester, and you're going to be analyzing the historical significance and landscape architectural style of a significant landscape work from prehistory to the present. I'll be showing you two different databases, JSTOR and Academic Search Complete, and Noodle Tools, a citation generator for your APA references list. Let's get started. To search Academic Search Complete, start in Canvas and go to the library link on the left side navigation bar. After you click on that, you will see all of the different databases that you have access to, and there are many. I'm going to go into the very first one, Academic Search Complete, which pulls out scholarly journal, magazine, and newspaper articles. When I'm in there, you'll see these three boxes, and so you don't have to necessarily fill in all three boxes, but I'm at least going to be clicking on two. So I'm going to type in, for example, Versailles in the first box, and you notice that it's trying to tell me what it thinks that I might want, and so I'm not going to pick anything that it recommends. I'm simply going to type in Versailles. And then down here on the next level, I'm going to say, let's just say landscape or gardens. So what I'm searching here is Versailles. Versailles needs to be in the article. It must be there. And then I'm telling the system, also look for the words landscape or gardens. And so the end result will be all of the articles will have Versailles and either landscape or the word gardens inside the article. So let's see what happens here. Okay, I get 5,800 results. That's quite a lot. So what we're going to do first is we're going to refine our results down here on the side navigation bar. I recommend always clicking on full text to make sure that all of the articles that you see you have full access to. Once they do that, I get down to 5,600. And what I usually recommend students do is look at the relevance. It's on relevancy ranking, and that's what you want, so that the good stuff comes to the top. And I'm looking at this second one, Renaissance of the Gardens of Versailles, and I can see by the subject category that it's on landscape architecture, it's talking about gardens, and it's talking about Versailles. So let's take a look at that one. And it doesn't have the PDF, it has the HTML full text, which is okay. You'll see the abstract here, which you can read on your own and see and determine if it's something that you're interested in. This is talking about Versailles after the 1999 storm. And then here's the article. And so if I like this article, I can go ahead up here and either download it or save it to my Google Drive. I'm going to go ahead and save it to Google Drive over here on the right. You'll notice you have a bunch of different things you can do on the right. Now the thing is, if you save your article to Google Drive, it does not pull over the APA citation. And so you want to make sure that you get the APA citation another way. To do that, you can either email the article to yourself and tell the system to send you the citation in APA format, or you can do something called export. And so down here, there's an export button. And if I click on that, it's going to give me an option of sending the citation in one of these formats. And at West Valley, we use direct export to Noodle Tools, the very last one. I'm going to go ahead and click that and hit save. And if I have Noodle Tools open on another tab on my web browser, I'm actually going to go ahead and import this citation in APA style into my folder, my Arch 72 folder that I already created. So I'm going to go ahead and import that. Now you're not seeing that right now. I'm going to go over that a little bit later, but I just wanted to show you how this is done. So I'm going to close that. I'm back here. I go back to my results list, and I've got a lot of things, and you'll see that there are some things that may not even be relevant. And the reason why they may not be relevant is they're mentioning Versailles somewhere in the article. And so, for example, we have this article that's talking about different gardens around the world, and so somewhere in there Versailles is mentioned. Now here is one here where Versailles, I can see, is actually a subject category here. So this is really going to be on mark. Let's take a look at Jardins des Plaisirs. Please excuse my French. All right, so here we have another article. Now this one is available in PDF full text, as we see over here on the left. And if I scroll down, the abstract isn't very long. Usually I like to have students read that abstract, but we're going to go ahead and click on the PDF full text so you can see that. Over on the upper left, you have the download the PDF right here, or on the right, you have all these other options here. Let's take a look at this article. Since this is a PDF, you have all the photos and the full extent of the article here. You also have the option over here on the left of looking at other articles that are in this particular journal called France Today. So I'm going to go ahead and save this to my Google Drive. I'm not going to go through it with you, but you'll know how to do that. But I'm going to also export the citation to Noodle Tools here. Let me go ahead and do that. And I'm putting it in my Architecture 72 project. Okay, and that's done. Let's go back one more time to Academic Search Complete. I'm going to go back to the results list, hitting the button in the upper left-hand corner. And I want to show you what else you can do here. Since I have so many articles and I want to make sure I get through them all, what I could do is I can say, you know what, instead of looking for Versailles in the entire article, please look for Versailles in either the abstract, the subject, or the title, or areas. If I click on abstract, it will look for the term Versailles in these areas specifically, and it will narrow the search greatly. Let's see what happens here. See this? I get down to 158. And so you see the first two we've already looked at and have saved. And so now we can go through these, and some of them may still be a little bit irrelevant, but they're going to be at least much more specific to Versailles. And so here's another one talking about the French gardens. And this is, again, an HTML article that I can save over here in Google Drive and export. Let me just go ahead and quickly export this. So I'm building up my Noodle Tools project, and I'm going to show you that in another video. Okay, so that's done. So that's a real brief overview of Academic Search Complete. And the next video I will show you JSTOR. Thanks.